Good morning, everybody. I am just setting up for today's session, which I am really excited about. So please, when you're jumping on, say hi. Leslie, good morning, darling. Kylie from Hobart. One of my favorite places ever is Hobart, Tasmania in general. I'm just loading up. Hello, kids. Oh, thank you. I love you. Kerry. Thank you so much for joining this fine morning. It's actually Monday where I am, Monday morning at 9:30 a.m. Jacksonillion. Hey, Jason. Good to see you. You're such a cheerleader. I love who you be. I notice where you're really showing up. So I'm actually just waiting for, Chicago. It must be Sunday evening in Chicago. Redlands, hello Charlie, good to see you. Brisbane, fellow Brisbane, Redlands, that is so close. Amazing. Awesome, so today, I'm just waiting for this to actually load. Y'all know. How are you feeling? How is everybody feeling? How's your week been? What's alive for you right now? It's the beginning of the week, so let's play. Let's really start, and this is actually perfect for today's session, where we're going to dive into manifesting and we're going to sharpen your toolkit. Yeah, we're going to sharpen your ability to manifest, which is an ability that we all have. There is not one person that has it better than the other. We all are fully equipped. We were born equipped to manifest and create. That's actually our superpower. So in the comments, please share with me what's alive for you in terms of what do you desire to create? What is it that you're calling in? What is alive for you in this moment? And it can be anything. Let's live in this transmission. Let's live in the land of plenty, where there is no desire that is unreachable. So please pop it in the comments. What is it? What is it that you desire? Oh, I'm just gonna find the video on my computer. Hi from Wales, amazing. I used to live in Wales, Rach. I lived in Llandudno, Colwyn Bay, actually, close to Llandudno. Kids finally back at school, fantastic. Hey Emma, my bestie, peace and harmony. Peace and harmony for you, sister. Peace and harmony for humanity. To finish my story is that, are you writing a book? Let's get clearer, yeah? Let's get clearer. Self-empowerment, what does that mean? What does that relate to? What do you desire? What do you feel? What do you want? What do you want? Freedom from work and financial, yes, there we go. Freedom from work and financial responsibilities, or empowerment with work and financial responsibilities. You can never be free from the work and financial responsibilities, but in fact be empowered in an empowered state with the frequencies of work and financial responsibilities. So you're in fact playing in the realm as opposed to being disempowered in the realm. Does that make sense? Love, light, peace for us all. Beautiful. Authenticity for myself and from others. Authenticity, leaning into fearlessness, fierceness. Authenticity is standing in your truth regardless of who is with you, around you, or who you see in front of the mirror, always standing in your truth. 100% trust in my abilities and put myself out there for my highest and best. Beautiful, Catherine. Why is my, I'm not able to, I will share that soon. So, empowered, yes, empowered, beautiful. All right, so yes, I love Wales so much. Janelle, is your mom okay? Yes. There is never a time that we're not okay. We're either all either in transition. This is going to be a tough one to swallow for a lot of people. Pain is part of the process. So I'm probably the person that you don't want to ask those questions to, because I'm just going to tell you everything is okay. But let go of fears to have an equal, happy, loving, I feel that. Oh, Shell, there's some stuff sitting there, my darling. Oh, I could feel it hit my heart straight away when you shared that. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. I desire freedom and time, financial restraints, to be free from my fear, to be confident in my expression. Freedom from time and financial restraints. Yes, freedom with time, freedom with financial restraints. Separating yourself from time and financial restraints causes more restraint. With, to be free. I want you to really feel into that, actually, Rach. Now we've just established just a shift. See the shift, the one word shift from to with. I want you to like say both in a row. Like, I desire freedom from time, and I want you to say it with time, and I want you to feel that your body knows this language. I want you to feel the difference in your frequency, in the shift in your body when we actually say with. When you say with that. To break down my walls and let myself love fully. Yes, I can feel an armor there, my love. I want to empower myself to overcome my health and follow my heart. Overcome my health. Overcome your health. Align with health. Overcoming your health. I feel like there's a mismatch in frequency there. I empower myself to align with great health, perhaps. Align with great health. Even if you want to write this down and let this be something that you revisit on a daily basis as regularly as possible. I want to align with great health and follow my heart. And follow my heart, helping others, not caring what others think. So you desire to stand in your truth beyond anything else. You desire to stand in your truth. Truth is the opposite of doubt. Truth is the opposite of doubt. Truth. Use these words. Words are everything. And so I'm going to dive into this today. So thank you for joining. I don't know why. I really want this to be available to my network as well. So, all right. So let's do some who's up for some manifesting mastery? Yeah, we've already just had a little taste of even the slightest word shifts can shift your frequency. Not the word shift for me to determine whether you can manifest it or not. Remember that, because the power is always within you. Beautiful. Asking the right questions. Yes, the power is within you because you hear you. You hear you. And it doesn't matter. I don't have a magic wand. Actually, I do have a few magic wands. But my magic wand is not to bring things to you or change things for you. It's in fact to guide you back to the power you have. Power you have. Today, the word is power. I want you to really land this today. Power. Yeah, power. And it's not in the egotistical sense of power. This is not ego power, not power over anything else, but it's power within, power of direction, power of attention, power of direction, power of attention. And this is power that we all have. Power of direction and attention is power that we all innately have. And if there is a case that you're feeling in yourself now, and I mentioned that, I want to share with you right now, I'm speaking also directly to your body, your vessel. Your vessel has the ability to understand the frequency in which I'm actually emitting. So for those that don't know me, my name is Jax, and I am an activator of sound. I'm very connected with the celestial realms, particularly with our Pleiadian brothers and sisters. I was born on the cusp of which the Pleiadian star, the star constellation of Pleiades is actually my zodiac. It's actually my zodiac. The time, the place, the portal, my soul star, the sun. the direction of the sun in where I was born. So I was actually in the middle of a zodiac, in like right in the cusp. We got Gemini, Pleiades, Taurian. So Taurian, Pleiades, Gemini in the sky at the time I was born. So I'm very connected with the Pleiades. So who's familiar with Pleiades? Any of our celestial cousins? I like to call them our cousins, our network. Why is that? That's not working for me. So, so yes, sound frequency manifestation. I also, for those who live in Brisbane, does anyone live in Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast? I also am the creator of Awaken Your Life Force ceremonies and experiences, retreats, and very transformative, these are the spaces where if you believe in magic, if you wish to believe in magic, if you wish and desire to remember your magic and to actually be of your magic, these are the spaces to be in. Anywhere that I am in person, I'm always in the frequency of reminding you of your superpowers. Your superpowers. So I have a belief system that I just want to let you know I'm a very ordinary person. Very ordinary person. In fact, we're all the same. We're all the same. You know, I get tired, I get sleepy, I get scared, I am happy, I am joyful, I am fearful, I am everything that you are, I am. Everything that I am, you are. I may be just a little bit more expressed than you because my belief system is in alignment with anything is actually possible. My belief system is in alignment with the beliefs of universal support, source energy, the galactic councils. I work closely with the galactic councils. And I'm obviously not meant to actually share it onto my network, so I'm just going to leave my laptop over there and stay here with you with your in your attention. So what I'm going to be sharing with you today. Sorry, I just got off track. Come back. Okay. Yes. So what we're going to be doing today is also know that I have an ability that has dropped in, an ability that I was born with but was conditioned out of up until this time last year, actually. This time last year, in fact. And I have an ability of really tuning in to various frequencies. Frequencies are infinite. Spirit is infinite. Everything is infinite. There's not just like one spirit, another spirit. It's infinite. And spirit every single one of us have an ability to tune into spirit because we are spirit in human form. Yeah, we are the communication tool between the galactic realm and Earth. We are the vessels. We are the transmitters, the speakers, the conduits. And so something that I truly also believe in is that anything that you desire is possible, but also that anything that you desire to remember is possible. There is no information outside of you that doesn't already reside inside of you, because every single one of our cells, we have trillions of cells in our bodies. We're made up of cells. We're made up of cells. Individual cells, communities of cells. We are one big walking cell made up of a trillion different cells. So in our cells, and I'm going to share this with you and your body's going to remember this, contains all of the wisdom from all of our past lives, and every single one of us that is here right now is made up of the universe. Our past lives contained inside of us. So when I started channeling last year, I was like, what's going on? What is this? What is happening right now? I started to feel different information course through me, and I start to transmit the different information through light language, through different modalities that I use. And those of you that have worked with me will understand. I now understand that the channeling has never been from outside of me. Yeah. I used to think, because I channel Pleiadians, I channel ancient earth energies, and I used to think they were from outside of me. I used to think that I would take an energy outside of me and put it inside of me, and they would speak through me. What I've discovered, what I've learnt, is that in fact, I have actually raptured a memory within my soul cells, and the being or spirit that I would think that I was channeling outside of me is actually me from another lifetime. This is going to be like, what the heck are you talking about? Who's getting this? Who's actually understanding this? So what I'm trying to say to you right now is that you right now that are watching literally contain the Akashic records within your body, within your cells, within you. This is when we say we are the universe. We actually are. Every cell doesn't just appear from nowhere. If you pressed rewind on your reality right now, does your lineage, do you begin when you were born? Do you begin when you were born? I'm going to press rewind on your life. Do you just begin when you were born? No, you don't. Your cells didn't just begin when you were born. If you press rewind and kept pressing rewind all the way, you basically will discover that there is no beginning to you. There was no beginning. There was no actual because if you press it and you kept going, you will discover you were here. The cells that are in our bodies that we're made up of go well and truly beyond Earth's birth to planets before us. We are literally made of everything. And this is how I want to start this session today, because I want to remind you of your genius. And that in this one lifetime, because you think you don't know something here, I guarantee it, your body knows everything. Your body remembers everything. But fortunately, because now we're at this stage in this lifetime where we get to have these conversations where they make sense and we're like, oh my God. So unfortunately, but fortunately, because now we really understand that we have the choice. We have been born into a society and a structure, which I'm not polarizing it because I'm actually grateful. I love my society. I love my life. I love all the opportunities. I love everything that I've been blessed to experience in this society. And I also love that I have a choice. So we've been born into a society where our nutrition, the programming, and energetics, everything that we've been born into have actually separated us from the wisdom of the Akashic records that reside in us. Can you imagine if we were all born nurturing universal laws, nurturing the Akashic records, nurturing sacred ceremonies, nurturing and understanding and connection? Imagine that. God, it'd be so good. But this is what we're here for. We are the ancestors of this time. I want that to land with you. We are the ancestors of this time. The history that we read will not be the history that our children's children will read. The history that they'll read are the ones that we are in right now. So the decisions you make right now actually truly matter. The decisions between, and I know that so many is like, I want to be free. I want to stand in my truth. I want to align with the frequency of work. I want to be abundant and prosperous. The mere fact that you actually have the options and the choice to make decisions according to what you're desiring right now is what's going to make history. We are the ancestors of this time. So when I share these transmissions with you, I don't just share them to educate you so you can jump off and go and actually don't do anything with it. I share this with you to inspire you to do everything you can to shift your reality. To actually do everything you can to shift your reality, because if it's not you, it's someone else. If it's not you, it's someone else. If it's not you, it's someone else. And you're going to just repeat cycles. So here's the reality. If you don't change anything, you're just going to repeat a cycle. So you're either going to live in the past or the future. Yeah. Every decision that we make is either future based or past based. If you're making a decision or action in the present moment, it's channeling. Yeah. Present is channeling. Past, recycle the past. We only have two choices ever. In any given moment, we have the opportunity to make binary choice. Binary meaning two. Binary meaning two. The choice is to operate or recycle patterns of the past or recreate, I will do this way, recreate new patterns for your future. Let that one land. In any given moment, in any thought, we have over 60,000 thoughts a day. Yeah. In any given moment, every single decision only requires one of two choices. Is this landing? One of two choices. Repeat the past or create the future. No one can defy this law. No one can defy. There is no such thing as gray in communication with the universe, with the energetics of the quantum field. There is no gray. It's only ever a repeat the past or create the future. Is that landing? Have I got you guys here? So, with that said, mastering manifestation skills. Now, I'll give you a little history on my past, my manifestation ability. A few years ago, so 4 years ago is when I first started my manifestation journey. And the reason why is because I literally had nothing else going for me. I had lost my home, I'd lost my car, I'd lost my business, lost my family, literally. And it was like the universe had taken, it wasn't the universe, but I completely created it, by the way. So I take full ownership on how my life has panned out. And I really celebrate it, because taking ownership of where you are in your life has, that in itself freed me. We desire freedom, but taking ownership is freeing. It is the freedom. Taking ownership is freeing, right? Hey, Prue. Mwah. So a few years ago, I actually started to learn more about universal laws, manifestation, because I had nothing else going for me. I had Wi-Fi. So I was like, I'm gonna dive into this. And so I started to shift so much. I realized that I literally created everything. Every decision that I made was either of the past or of the future. So I intentionally started to make decisions based on the future. Was it easy? No. I lost friends in the process. I lost myself in the process, who I thought I was. But I also recreated myself in the process, and I also attracted amazing new tribe in the process. Yeah, so the polarity is always there. Now, what I learned is that the most important laws that we must know as a society, as an individual, for myself, but now I believe society needs to understand these laws. The laws that we should be abiding beyond all laws are the universal laws. There are 12 universal laws. You can Google it, 12 universal laws. My devotion to studying these laws have changed the entire trajectory of my life. changed everything. I was able to manifest my soulmate. I called him in. I manifested my every single job, every car, every house that I've lived in. I was like everything that I desire is literally on my doorstep because I'm not gifted in that way. We all have this ability. I'm not gifted more than anyone else. We all have this ability. I just operate differently. Yeah, we all have the ability. We just operate differently, which means that there's promise for everybody to actually master these arts, the art of manifestation. Firstly, please understand and prioritize the understanding of the universal laws, because these are laws that govern our planet, that govern our life, that we cannot defy. We cannot defy the universal laws. These are the laws that for those of us that desire to create, so these are laws in relation to manifestation, by the way. These are laws relating to those who desire deeply to create your reality. So the 12 laws, one of them being gravity. Yeah, gravity is a universal law. And can you explain gravity? Not really, it just exists. Well, you could go scientifically, but at the end of the day, it exists. Can you defy it? Only for a short period of time. There are no mechanics that can actually, that can defy this law for more than, let's say a month. I don't know how long planes fly for or whatever, but so these are the laws. So one of them is gravity. One of them, again, is the universal law of attraction. Who knows that one? Now, the thing is that we've been so focused on the universal law of attraction, but we've forgotten all of its brothers and sisters. We've been trying to like manifest from our mind, based on the universal law of attraction, which is whatever you think, you call in, whatever you think you create. But there's a few pieces missing in that picture, because how actual manifestation works has got nothing to do with only what you think in your conscious mind. It has everything to do with how you feel. So in the entire process of manifestation, I'm actually going to go a little bit scientific with you all. In the process of manifestation, the first process is thought. Yeah. So our mind, the purpose of our mind is actually to inspire thoughts that are conducive with emotions. Emotions, so it goes from thought to emotions. I'll go to our heart because that's like our emotion center. Thoughts to emotion. Now these emotion then generate what you could call, we can call it frequency, you can call it vibration. I like to actually refer to it as more of either a color, a temperature, or a scent. Yeah, it just tangibly, logically, it makes more sense to think of it as today I'm going to say scent. Yeah, a smell, a pheromone. So in the energetic realm, every emotion produces a certain pheromone. You can't see it, you can't smell it. Probably dogs can smell it because they've got the sixth sense, right? Or they've got extra senses and they have these abilities. But we emanate every emotion, yeah? But emotions are in fact created by our subconscious mind. Yeah, the underlying emotion, the emotion that really triggers the pheromone, is directed by the subconscious mind. It's like this, right? It's saying I feel really, I'm so abundant. But in the back of your mind, you don't feel it. You actually, that the difference between the truth and your said truth and the actual truth. The said truth is what we're trying to conjure. We're trying to conjure a new reality, but not actually having the foundation of the emotions for that new reality. So this is why personal development is vital. Emotional, spiritual development is vital. So from the subconscious mind, and I trained myself coming from basically homeless, I trained myself to to operate from my subconscious mind, the only thoughts were the thoughts conducive with what I wanted to create. Which means that even though my reality was broken down, I was sleeping on a donated bed, I was sleeping in a sleeping bag, and you know, just this was my reality. How did I actually shift my subconscious thoughts? Because I could easily look at my reality and just go, I'm done for. Like, I've ruined my life. I just hit 32 and I was like, I've ruined my life. Like, no one's going to want me. No one's going to love me. To society right now, I'm a bum. Yeah. I could have done that. And we do that. So I'm saying this because we do that. Like I said, binary choice. You're either going to be thinking and recycling the past or creating your future. I didn't want to recycle my past. I refused to recycle my past. I didn't want to believe that my life was destitute. I didn't want to believe that. And I had seen so many people pass away, people that I love, and I did not want the end of my life to result in me regretting anything. So I dove into the universal laws, manifestation, and I started to realize that there is also in any given moment, there's always scarcity or blessing. You're either going to see what you're missing or see what you have. Yeah, this was my first port of call for training myself. I didn't have anyone else to mentor me through this because I couldn't afford anything else. But my first port of call was to see the polarity in any given situation. We're either going to we're either going to notice what we're missing or what is there. Please heed this right now. Right now, in any given moment, you're only ever going to see what is missing or what is there. To master the art of your subconscious, to train your subconscious mind into the pheromones, to be emanating the pheromone that you actually desire to bring into your life, which is abundance. Let's talk about abundance, contentment, peace, harmony, balance. Yeah, contentment, abundance, prosperity, we all want the same thing, right? And to some degree, we all want to feel prosperous, content, peace. I'm just going to really use that as a measure, okay? So for us to actually create the life, to emanate the pheromone that is of abundance, prosperity, peace, we must be so conscious of what's happening in our subconscious mind. So right now, in your moment, if whatever you are feeling is what you're calling in. So if you're looking around in your relationships and you're looking around at your job, if you're looking around at your reality and going, I don't have this, I'm missing this, I wish I had more money, I wish I was like that person, you're literally emanating the pheromone of scarcity, of not having. In the same moment, you get to actually retrain your subconscious mind and be attentive to what is actually here. The abundance that you do have, the walls around. It can be as simple for me. It was as simple as touching the walls and going, oh, I'm so grateful to have an actual place to stay and I'm not on the street. To actually notice my drinking water, the water that was coming out of the tap, to notice it, to actually not just to say, oh, there's people not drinking clean water, but to actually feel the thanks, the appreciation for the simplest things. The green grass, when I've been in cities in America or the desert, in anywhere really, where they don't even have grass as a lawn. Even putting your feet in the grass. This is the retraining your subconscious mind isn't a one-off thing. It's constant. It becomes your new way of being. If you're not focused on developing a new way of being, you're only going to be operating from the past way of being, which recycles the past, which is why you are in any situation right now. There's at a time right now where you're not grateful for what's right now. Like, I'm not talking about, I'm not taking your sovereignty away from like saying you're not grateful, but in the back of your mind, the place that no one else knows, only you know where the truth is. There is a part of you that's either really truly fucking abundant or really truly not. That's just the black and white of it, and only you know that. So this is for you to actually to heed this. Just checking the time. To heed this, and now I'm going to try sharing it with my tribe. And actually get really real with yourself. Like I said before, your ownership right now matters drastically. Drastically. Now I'm going to share with you towards the end of this the portal that is opening very soon in December, the 21st of December, that if whatever you do from this session today really matters in how your life is going to play out in the next decade. And the next decade, this is what's up. So from here, so what happens is that we think the thoughts from the subconscious mind. So we're either in lack or we're in like appreciation. These are the two measures. Like we're looking, life is either missing stuff or life has everything that we've ever wanted. Yeah, this is it. Life is either missing a lot of things or it has everything that we've desired right now. They're the two places, only two. There's only two to ever choose from. We have this choice. So from here, we think it, and our emotion center creates the emotion. Our body, the vessel, the conduit, then emanates. It's like, you know, those towers that emanate like frequency. We emanate the pheromone, the color, the temperature, whatever you want to relate to. Every single emotion, real emotion, has a frequency. Now, it's in the emanation that the law of attraction, which I call the boomerang law, I call it the boomerang law because once you throw out those pheromones into the universe, what comes back into your life is, and this is where the co-creation comes into play, where all of the pieces are co-creating with you, with every single one of us. There's not one person that is not in co-creation with the universe in every given moment, is that it will bring to you experiences, situations, and people, and it will co-create with you for you to experience the emotion that you're putting out there again and again and again. So this is the cycle. This is how it all cycles. And the thing is that God, the universe, source, whatever you want to call it, does not discriminate. It's only giving us what we're putting out. It's only giving us what we're putting out. Yeah? It's only giving us what we're putting out. It's not going, oh, well, you know, you didn't brush your teeth this morning, so you don't get to have that, you don't get to have the fun in the day. That's not what the universe is doing. God doesn't do that. God doesn't punish us. We're never being punished. We're never being punished. We're only being given exactly what we've asked for, which is basically the exact thing that we're putting out. If you're putting out, I have everything that I want to need, guess what? You keep getting everything that you want to need. But if you keep putting out, something is missing, things are missing, what keeps returning in your life are experiences that have you continuing to believe that something is missing. But when you can actually pour attention into what is there, you will continue to receive what is there if it's the frequency of which you want to bring in. Help me through it. You just helped me through a tremendous shift. Yes. Hi, to beautiful souls. I'm attracting divine wisdom using my intuition. My potential is unlimited. This is my abundance in my spiritual power to follow my sacred path. Beautiful. So what happens now? I mentioned before, the brothers and sisters, the brothers and sisters of the universal law of attraction. The universal law of attraction is one law, but what we don't realize is that it actually co-creates with the other laws. So I'm going to share with you the laws that are alive and the laws that you need to understand. The universal law of attraction is one part of a formula, one part. The rest is equally so important to know when you're co-creating to create your life. Now, one of them is the law of polarity. I have my e-shot. Who knows the law of polarity? Keep listening. Keep listening, guys. I'm going to blow your mind. The law of polarity is the law of opposites. Now, nothing can exist without the opposite. Nothing can exist without the opposite, which means tall and short. Yeah, we've got tall and short. Tall doesn't exist if short doesn't exist. Tall wouldn't be tall. Tall would be height. This was an e-shot. It's just like some herbal energy thingy that I love to have. So tall would not be tall. Now, hot and cold. Hot is not hot if cold doesn't exist. Hot is not hot when cold doesn't exist. If cold doesn't exist, hot becomes temperature. So we have to understand that whatever, in every case, pardon me, in every case, there has to be an opposite for it to exist, which means the law of polarity. When whatever we are calling into our reality, let's say we're calling in I'm going to give you an example, hopefully, like I love using examples to really help. Let's say this. You're sitting at work and you're like, oh my God, I wish I could be doing this. And this is what I used to do. I used to work in hospitality and I used to be dreaming about other things, dreaming about doing this. In fact, this is my life now, and I was dreaming this stuff. So this is my life. And so you're at work and you're imagining like doing something else. That's use. And what happens when we imagine? When we imagine, we're literally creating the reality we want. Because what happens is when we're imagining, it's like imagining you're on a holiday. Yeah. You've booked the holiday and you go, yep, you've already taken yourself there. Every time you imagine it, it's a joyful experience. So I would be imagining if you're in a workplace that you don't enjoy, but you're there because you need to earn money. Yeah. There's this like this thing that we do that we're like, oh, I have to be there and money. So I'm just going to like disrupt my joy. I'm just going to dream about it. But let's say that you're potently dreaming about it and you're like putting little actions here and there to bring your dream life together, whether it's an online store, whether it's a market, whether it's a restaurant, whatever it is that and then the law of polarity comes into play. But the law of polarity is actually here to serve us. But the law of polarity is also the law that has us completely retracting. So I want to share with you some wisdom about the law of polarity, because what you're calling in, the opposite must appear. The opposite must appear. It's like any new life, there must be a contraction. There must be the contraction. It's like giving birth. The giving birth phase, the natural giving birth phase, has to have the contraction, has to have the experience of the pain for it to come through. So this is the birthing process. There has to be the opposite of what you're calling in. So let's say that you're wanting to call in a new job or call in a new experience, a new career, and it's coming. You're like, oh my God, like things are starting to happen. And then guess what? You lose your job. You lose your current job. And then you're like, oh shit, but the thing is, that is the law of polarity actually helping you align the pieces in your reality for you to make space for what you're calling in. For what you're calling in. And this is the thing, the law of polarity is actually a gift. When you have polarizing experiences show up, when you feel like you're on a good path, right? Let's say that you're like manifesting things and things are happening really quickly, and then the law of polarity is the shock. We all know what this is. It's the part of the experience where you're like, no. And this is where the important choice of recycling the past or creating your future really matters. It's the test. This is the test. You're either going to retract. Most of us retract. Most of us sit back and go, nah, too hard. Nah, it's not meant to be like this, yeah? Because we don't understand the universal laws. It's not meant to be like this. It means it mustn't be right for me. Yeah? It means that it's not right. Yeah? So we do that, and guess what happens? You recycle the past because you haven't actually created your future. But if you were to know and actually get excited that the law of polarity is inching you closer and closer to your actual biggest desires, your grandest desires, the law of polarity is here to serve you, not punish you. So when you're really desiring something and things start to like collapse around you, know that it's actually happening for you because you desire it. And sometimes that looks like relationships collapsing. It sometimes looks like losing your car. Sometimes looks like experiences that really challenge you, but the challenge is actually preparing you for what your greatest desire is asking of you to be. It's the devotion test. The devotion test. Don't retract. This matters right now, especially moving forward. Manifestation is the energetics and the quantum field around desire and manifesting is going to actually enhance over the next year hugely. We're just going to be living in a vortex where things happen quickly. So regardless of what it is that you're calling in, it's going to manifest quickly. So know what you're actually calling in. Because if you don't know what it is, all you're going to be doing is recycling the past really quickly. So you're either going to be calling in what you want or calling in what you don't want if you're not intentional about it. So that's the law of polarity. Get excited when the challenge arises. Don't retract. Don't stress out. Know you're capable. This is when your power is in your vision. Keep your power in your vision. Don't let the polarity take your power away. Let the polarity ask of you to direct your power to your vision. Don't let it take your power away. Polarity is not meant to take your power away. It's actually meant to remind you of your truest power. It's to remind you of your truest power. I believe it's the law of calling us forward. Yeah. So what time is it? I'm loving this so much. Who's loving this? I'm loving this. So the next law that I want to share, I'm going to do one more, well, maybe two more. The next law that I want to share is the law of rhythm and cycles. The law of rhythm and cycles. Yeah, this again, it's in the 12 universal laws. Please look it up. The law of rhythm and cycles is what I call the gestational law. The law of nature. The law of nature, gestational law. So the law of rhythm and cycles. Now, we've forgotten this law. We're in a society of microwave solutions. And the microwave solutions are so... there's such a... like, the complete opposite to the actual laws that we got to buy, that we cannot defy. Yeah? The microwave solutions is the getting things done really quickly. We need to get it done. If my business isn't a success by next week, it's not a success ever. Yeah? Who's ever done that? Who's ever started something and then it's like, and within like even like 5 months, you feel like it hasn't gone anywhere. And so you give up on it. That is because we are not abiding by the truest law of rhythm and cycles. We're too immersed into a world of exposure where you're seeing people have success and then we're comparing ourselves. Yeah, we compare ourselves to people's success and we think, oh, well, if they can do it like that, I can do it like that. Not true. Every single one of us has a sovereign journey that we need to stay on, and it has everything to do with the rhythm and cycles. Now, you cannot plant a seed and harvest the next day. In fact, there is no farmer that can attest to planting a seed and harvesting that crop the next day. You cannot fall pregnant and have a baby within a week. No, right? There is a gestational period. In a pair of my horns. Show me the horns. So in the gestational period is a law. It's a law. It's a law. We cannot defy it. Stop trying. Be patient. And this is a law that, again, what has everything to do with if your reality, let's just say this, I could not handle what I have in my life right now, and I have lots of responsibility. I do a lot of teaching, I do a lot of sessions, I do a lot of events. Yeah, I could not handle the capacity of my life right now 4 years ago. There had to be a period of gestation for me. 4 years ago is when I planted the seed. Yeah, I planted the seed and I never ever took my eyes off my crop. But this is what's problematic these days, is that we plant the seed and we take our eyes off the crop because we get distracted by glitter. We get distracted by all of the other things. We want to make money really fast. We want to do things really quickly. That is what's problematic, is that we're dishonoring the universal laws. And therefore, we would just continue to recycle the past of trying to do things really quickly. But the universal law is like, wait up. So 4 years ago is when I planted my seed and I never took my eyes off my harvest. And I needed to develop so much to be the leader that I am today. I was not the leader I am today 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, even 1 year ago. I am not who I am today. So it's you get to actually have it all, but you also must abide and respect these laws and allow yourself to be patient in it, to understand that you get to have what you want, but the universe is always co-creating and readying you to really nurture and hold with integrity what you desire. And sometimes it is people in our lives. And sometimes it's our jobs. And sometimes it's our environment. And sometimes there's things that exist right now in your reality that are not in alignment for what you're calling in. And we have to go through the journey of it collapsing and collapsing. How specific were you when you planted the seed? My seed had everything to do with how I feel. So my seed, and I just want to share this actually, I think this is important. My seed has never been anything material. There's nothing that I ever want materially, yeah? My seed, and I feel like this is really important for manifestation, is how do you desire to feel? And I've always been devoted to feeling contentment, peace, harmony, balance, wisdom. I believe that contentment, peace, harmony, balance, and wisdom is prosperous for me. That is my prosperity. Prosperity to me isn't currency, because I know the nature of currency is up, down, doesn't even matter, right? Yeah, it just doesn't matter to me. But in all of that, my devotion and my seed has, how can I feel regardless of my of what is happening around me, whether I lose income, gain income, lose a house, gain a car, like whatever it is, all the relationships, how do I stay in alignment with feeling balance, harmony, wisdom, contentment, and peace? That has been my seed the whole time. So I've been able to develop up until now, there are things that can happen in my life around me, but my priority has always been, how do I stay in balance, love and forgiveness, and how do I not lose track of that? Now, that being my seed has enabled the most abundant material life. You know, the phrase that whatever is happening within you is determining your outside life. It's freeing. It's freeing. So I want to actually invite you all to, for those of you that live in Brisbane, I'm going to, this Sunday coming, I'll put the link in the comments. Come along. I'm going to be diving more deeper into this. If you live in Brisbane, come along. Click on the link. It's on Sunday evening. It's only for a couple of hours, but come into the room. I'm going to be sharing this, more wisdom, and also I'm going to be doing a massive activation. So you will leave the room remembering who you are, remembering your Akashic records, remembering your power. If you're in Brisbane, please come along. Please come along. Do not miss this, because my next event has been completely sold out. The last one of the year is completely sold out. So this is an experience. I was invited along to actually come be a guest speaker at the Conscious Community. And so I desire to bring into that space anything I can to equip you to be ready for the next decade. For you to remember your power, remember your Akashic records, remember your gifts. So for those of you that live Brisbane, Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast, please come along. Click on the link. There is a limit of space because of, obviously with the COVID laws. But I feel like next week, did you guys enjoy that? Was that helpful to you? Because if you did, yes, actually there is streaming. Lucinia, there is streaming. Please jump in and watch the stream. Because I'm going to be actually diving into more courage. So those of you that are desiring to stand in your truth, desiring to really collapse fear and your relationship with fear, I want to share with you my journey in a way to help you really align with your fullest potential of courage. So if you enjoyed this, next week I want to jump on and I want to share the remaining of the universal laws, and I'll do some readings as well. So I really love this stuff. And I really do hope that you leave today with more clarity so you can make the empowering decisions for yourself to choose to see in every situation the blessings and the gratitude and appreciation. Only like you get to choose it to determine what you're emanating for the boomerang effect, the boomerang law. Helpful, enjoyed your words on this path. Yes. It's up to you to now put it into practice. You will understand fully. Put it into practice every day. Amazing, everybody. I love you all so much, and I'm excited to meet you for those of you that are joining on Sunday, but also to see you again next Monday. I love you. Mwah. Have the best week. Oh yes, you can follow me. Jax Emilio Robinson. Can someone write that? Actually, Renee's moving to Brisbane. Yay. Renee, can you pop my name in the comments for Anne Marie? I've written it all on post-it notes and stick it to my computer. Amazing. Blessings to you. Also, and next week I'll definitely have time to do some readings as well. Thank you, Jenny. I'm so grateful. That has been helpful. I'm just waiting for somebody. Hopefully Renee's still here. I can put Jax Emilio Robinson in the comments so you can follow. And I actually share a lot of channeled guidance and channeled messages on my Facebook page, so you can Everything that I do has everything to do with you really extracting what you need to help you in your evolution. To help you in your evolution. Because I desire for you to reach the end of your life and know you did your best, and know you felt your best, and know you felt your best. Because that is your birthright of deserving. Your birthright is to feel your best. And you to feel, even through the challenges, to feel your best. Oh, that's for the that link is for the event. I really want to share. I'm going to put my name. I wonder if I can. I can actually. There we go. I've just tagged myself. Let's see. Jaxmilia Robinson. There we go. I've just tagged myself in that. So for those of you that want to follow along, just head on over and take a look at the page. There's always, I'm always doing videos and stuff on there as well. So love you guys. Mwah.